Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Tanner Bybee.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Now the 0-1. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Still early in the season, but so far it has been a struggle for this team, ranking towards the bottom in both on base and runs. They do have some power.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, and I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
Bybee. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And a strike in there.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Benintendi up here. And first offering is fouled off. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
2 outs. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. This one in the air, center field. Thomas on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. White Sox nothing. Guardians coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Cleveland, towing the slab in today's game, Jonathan Cannon. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Go! Save! And that's outside. 1-1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And that's outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now And one fouled off, 2-2. Man at second. He goes down looking.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Runner at second here, one gone.
Ouch.
Take your base.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. And there's a ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
There's a strike. Pitch misses there. Two balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The next offering misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball. And that one finds its way through. There comes the throw. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Carlos Santana in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the air out to center. Robert makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they take a 2-run lead. Kyle Mansarda digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Maton. And the inning is over. But 2 runs. And we're back. Andrew Vaughn now.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bybee back to work. Called strike right there. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Bybee, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2.
Ball. Count is full.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Santana. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Mike Tauchman at the plate now. That's ball 1. Tauchman went deep in his most recent game. 1 down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Tanner Bybee with the strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. The 0-2. That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Down in order. Back now at Progressive Field. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one ripped. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right.
Not in time. He's safe. That's too low. And now 2-0. Runner at third, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Out to short. Handles, throws the first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's Brian Rocchio.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
Outside.
Swing and a pop-up. Baldwin. And it's caught for the out. So the lineup flips over. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. A single and a run scored and a walk. Outside.
That's outside.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And this one looks like trouble. And it gets by him. Round second, digging for third.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Missed with a changeup. Yeah, that's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2-1.
That one outside.
Outside.
And that's ball 3. Jose Ramirez next to bat for Cleveland. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. Guardians 3 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Josh Rojas. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Nabs it. 1 down.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Austin Slater.
Austin Slater stands in. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Santana. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, Brooks Baldwin. There's a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Outside. And 1-1. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. And makes the grab. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Inside. And a count 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-1.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Noel batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground, and you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at first with no outs here. That one misses. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next pitch is downstairs.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. Wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it falls. And now 2 aboard. And the batter now, Kyle Manzardo. Grounded out his first time up. There's a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because runner on the go. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Fired to second on to Vaughn. 2. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. Guardians 3, and the White Sox nothing. Back here in Cleveland, here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Maton. The shortstop takes the ball. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. And another ball.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. His second of the year. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's Luis Robert. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That ball's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Benintendi to the plate. Right to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. 2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out. So, man aboard. Here's Mike Tauchman. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses. Ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Back-to-back base hits.
Now
fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. Here in Cleveland, ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. That clips a corner. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Almost got him.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Arias in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. To third, Rojas sends it across to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. 2 down, bases empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. And that is out of play.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That's a little bit low. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Hard hit left side. In time to Vaughn. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bybee back to work. Just missed. Rojas goes 6'1", 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
And that one wrapped foul. That one not close. Now 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's out of play, a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's towards center. Thomas under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Now, Austin Slater grounded out his first time. And a big swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Base knock right field. And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a swing and a drive. Brennan going back. And caught on a warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Maton. Yeah, that's fouled off. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
On the ground to third. Out number 3. One hit, one left. Last half of the fifth. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And takes low for ball 1.
You know, these Guardians, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact.
1-1.
That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball left side. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Cannon winds and deals. And that one
ball
just
outside.
missed off the outside edge. Outside low. And a count 2-1. Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. That one in the dirt. And that's ball 3. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Ramirez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 and 2's the count.
Struck him out swinging. Theis down to first with it. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. Guardians. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off for the White
6.
Sox.
And now,
Center
Luis
fielder,
Robert
Luis
Jr.
Robert Jr.
And he takes a strike. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. Fouled off down the right side. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Into Heritage Park and out of here. Home run. A solo shot. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with. And that's
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Number 34. Paul Sewall.
And fouled off.
always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next pitch is outside. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Tim Herron, the left-hander, up and throwing. Smith, the right-hander, also getting loose. Now a pop-up on the infield. Rocchio puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
So digging in, Andrew Vaughn. 1 for 2. That one the other way. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness
right
to drive that pitch
right
the
off
opposite
spin.
way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
In the dirt, blocked. But no advance. That's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground, might be 2. He's in there.
Well, that was an
Now
important
batting,
at-bat in this game,
catcher,
so a
Matt
great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now it's going to be Matt Theis. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
White Sox down to run. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
That's a ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
No,
That one drifts inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That clips the zone. 3-2 now.
You got a full count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas sizes this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. At the plate,
Now
Josh
batting,
Rojas.
third baseman, Josh
This
Rojas.
is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Outside low, ball one. White Sox down a run. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball two. Two on, two outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the White Sox get one on a homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. Bottom of the sixth inning. Down the left field. Fielder John Kenzie Noel.
John Kenzie Noel.
Just off the outside edge. 1-0. And another ball. Hard hit right side. Vaughn takes it himself, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jonathan Cannon won't go any further, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. New arm out of the bullpen, Jordan Leisure.
49.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the third inning. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Heads up base running right there.
And that misses.
That's the ball.
And it's 2-0. Just missed.
That's out.
One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
3 balls, no strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Save. And they lead by 2.
A couple of singles back to back. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Naylor stands in now and watches strike one. Manzardo leads off first with one away. And there's a foul ball. That misses.
1-2.
And that's ball one. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is.
Now batting, second
Gabriel
baseman,
Arias
Gabriel
digs in for the
Arias.
Guardians. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just
Nope,
misses the
ball.
mark outside the zone. Squirts away a little bit. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But the RBI single pushes across.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Guardians.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Tim
29.
Herron. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now, Austin Slater. That one
No,
close,
ball.
ruled the ball. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a
3
ball.
and 1.
Tap foul at the plate. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. So up next, Nick Maton. That's in there. Strike 1. And a foul ball. The shortstop
1-2.
takes the ball.
That's a ball. 2-2.
That one
Got a full
misses, and the count's full. Luis Robert Jr. waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run. So critical pitch right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And
Now pitching for
we're
Chicago.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
40.
7th. Tyler Gilbert.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Rocchio leading things off and takes a strike. Next one
Ball.
misses, and that is ball 1.
No, that missed. 2-1.
To the right side. Takes it himself, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. There's Lane Thomas now. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Hard on the ground to first. Vaughn takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Just missed. 2
1
down,
out.
nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in for a strike. Next offering
Nope,
is
that's
outside.
Ball.
That's in there. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Cade Smith.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Brennan under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Andrew Benintendi steps up. 0 for 3 in this one. Rips that one to right. Brennan pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Robert makes the catch. 1 away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Noel batting with 1 down. Takes a strike. This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. 2 on, 1 out. Kyle Manzardo getting ready to hit. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's 2 away. And here is Bo Naylor. 1 for 3. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. On the corner for a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch. And that is the inning. Guardians strand a couple as they can't add to their. Back now and on the mound, the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
So digging in, Mike Tauchman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Clase, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. That's down and in.
Ball.
And there's the strike. Next offering is fouled back. And that's a fair ball.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Matt Thaiss. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. In the air, center field. Thomas under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Out number 2.
Now batting.
So it's their last chance in this one. So now it's the White Sox DH, Austin Slater. There's a strike. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Way high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Clase is just 1 strike away. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians even this series up at a game apiece.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look